So what are we working on today? Today we're working on a 2023 Subaru Crosstrek. Why am I working on a 2023 Crosstrek? Because Subaru, in their infinite wisdom for the 2018 through 2024s, Crosstreks and Imprezas with the hatches made them so that they were so high that anybody that was vertically challenged would have a difficult time pulling this down, right? Taking this and actually pulling it down. It's up so high that if you're, I don't know, 4.5 foot, 5 foot, that you're gonna have some problems. So what they did is, and you know Subaru knew about it because they actually created their own part. It's called the rear gate limiter. I'm not really quite sure why they call it a limiter, but basically all it is a strap. And you're just trying to find a way to attach the strap in here, right? Or through there. You're going to attach it to the body and then come through this plastic piece right here. And then that's going to allow you a little bit more room to be able to kind of grab it and then bring the hatch down. Okay, so unfortunately they're not doing this for free. You could buy the part. This part is part number F6010FN000. I'll put the links and everything down below so you can take a look at it and decide whether or not you want to buy it. You can buy this through Amazon. I bought it through Amazon. It was about the same price. It was actually, I think, cheaper on Amazon than it was through Subaru. So, what does the kit come with? It comes with the strap. It comes with the grommet, right? It's going to actually attach through here. You're going to have to drill a 30mm hole. And then the reinforcement and the bolt that holds the strap to the car. Okay, kind of like a metal piece, steel piece with the bolt, right? And this steel piece has some double-sided tape on the back side, and then obviously the grommet piece where the strap goes through, right? And that's what's going to finish it off. All right, so there are instructions to this. They don't give you the instructions. You have to find the instructions. I'll also put that link down below. And we'll just get right to it. So the first thing we need to do is, per the instructions, right, here are the instructions. First thing we need to do is actually start removing the body panels. So the first body panel we're going to remove is going to be this piece, and you have to do it in this order. You have to remove this piece right here, and it should be as easy as just pulling it off the car. And go gently. Right, first one is attached these little clips. 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. Okay, so that's the first piece. Second piece we need to remove are these side panels. And again, go slowly. All right, just so you see that. So you have 1, 2, 3, and then a piece right here where it kind of slides in to this, okay? So just keep that in mind. Do the same thing to the other side. Just remember how you removed it and what side you removed it from so you don't forget. Although I'm sure it only goes in one way. All right. Same thing, same pieces, same clips. All right, so now on this piece, and I'll bring the camera in, on this body panel, you're gonna see these screws, right? There's one here and one here. All right, so you have to basically remove those screws to remove this panel. And this panel should pop out the same way. And it's a Phillips head screwdriver, so I'm gonna go grab that. Oh, I have my drill, duh. I brought the drill with me, so I do have it. All right. Now, don't lose these. Okay. One on one side. One on the other. Now we should just double check the instructions. So I'm not missing anything. And there will be a connector, I think. Oh no, there is no connector on here. I don't believe there's any wiring harnesses or anything like that attached to this, but we'll find out as we remove this. We'll take a look and just pay attention to that. Nope, no wiring harness. And you can see these are those compression pins, like the circular ones that you normally see in door panels and stuff like that. All right, there's one of them in the center that stayed on the car, so we'll have to pull that off. And there's actually a couple of them that stayed on the panel. One here. And they slide right in, so just so you see. All right, so this pulled out. So they just slide right back into place. All right, now we'll have to get that center one out. Place that back. Okay, and then that's it. All right, so all the panels are off. Next thing you want to do is on this panel, you're going to notice when you're looking at this on the right-hand side, there's a Subaru stamp. Right on that side, you want to remove this pin right here. And this is where we're going to be drilling our pilot hole and our 30mm hole to accept the grommet. All right, so I'm going to pause the camera right now. I'm going to kind of check into it, but just wanted to show you the Subaru symbol. And I took the pin out of this one because this is where you're actually going to drill that 30mm hole. All right, so you're going to have to buy that too. So I'll give you the link for that. I also got it at Amazon, and you can get that at Harbor Freight Tools, I'm pretty sure, or any hardware store, but it's a 30mm. All right, so we're going to drill a pilot hole first, and then on the other side, we're going to use that pilot hole to basically drill the hole through this body panel all the way through, okay? And then you're going to be left with like some burrs and stuff like that, some plastic pieces. You're going to have to kind of clip those off, and I'll show you why. So let's go ahead and stop the camera right now, and I'll get this prepped up on the workbench. All right, so we're at the workbench, and what we want to do is we want to mark a hole. Basically, just drill a hole. The center of this, where the this cap would typically go. Okay, so basically where that cap goes, you want to drill a hole dead center, right at that location. So I'm going to take the bit that came with this, and I think it's long enough, where we're going to be able to kind of like just bring this through the center of it and just go right through the body panel, right? So it comes out through the other side. It's a very thin panel, so maybe 1/8 of an inch. All right, so you just basically have to just create the pilot hole so you know exactly where to drill this through the body panel and out the other side. So let's do that first. Pilot holes in. Now we're going to go on to the other side. You see how that hole's there? Now we're going to take that and use that as our pilot hole to go to the other direction. All right, simple, right? Nice, perfect 30mm hole. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look on the other side, and it looks like everything's gone. So there's nothing, there's no burrs or anything like that. I mean, maybe I can clean this up a little bit, but I don't think it's really necessary. But all of the plastic pieces that were in that area are gone now, okay? So nothing to worry about there. All right, so now that the hole's installed, what we want to do is install the grommet. So the finished side, which is this side, is going to be on the car side, okay? And then line it up like this. Basically, you're doing this. Like that. Okay? So it's like a finished side, and then that slot is basically parallel with all of the other body panels. As parallel as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right? And then you're going to take this piece, right, which is for the other side, So it's, with the recess, that's gonna go towards the grommet. I believe this just snaps into place. Yep, there we go. So it just sandwiches in between, it snaps into place. I mean, it could be removed easily with a screwdriver. Well, that's basically it. All right, so that is a finished product, right? So it looks good, it looks factory, right? That's why you want to get something from Subaru. I mean, I'm sure there's aftermarket pieces like for this, but this is gonna look the best. So you're gonna spend a little bit more money, but it's gonna look better. Pull will actually go through this, right? Attached to the car, and then this will be your pull for the tailgate, right? But now we got to go back to the car. We need to install this bracket, right? Because that's what this is going to attach to, right? There's a bolt for this. All right, so I'm going to show you where the hole is. It's right here. That's where the bolt actually accepts the strap, right? So you're basically bolting the strap to the body panel. And then this is the reinforcement and what you're actually bolting it to. So I'm sure on some cars it's a little bit more obvious where to kind of situate this, you know, and maybe the double-sided tape would touch the panel. In this case, in a 2023, it's not as obvious, but the only position that I could see would work best is right here, like this. All right, so I'm gonna bolt it to the body panel like this. This kind of seats well into this little groove. And then you have the bolt that'll hold it together right there. I'm gonna bolt it into position, tighten it, and I think we should be just fine. Everything should be out of the way. It doesn't look like it's going to move. Doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. I can tighten that up a little bit more by hand. It's fine. It's not going anywhere. And you can kind of twist this around to straighten it out. All right. Now we're going to fish this through the body panel. Make sure all of these pins are in place, because that's what's going to hold itself to the body panel. Typically I do the corners to make sure that everything is aligned. Right, you can hear them all over the place. I think we got them all. There's always like a couple in the center. All right, we're good. Body panel's in, latch is here. Right? Now you can pull it down. Now you're pulling on the body panel, not the panel, you're pulling on the actual body itself. All right, now we're gonna put these back in, these little pins on the corners, screw them back in. And again, these are just little plastic grommets. What we gotta do is make sure the center pin is out. Push that in. Probably easiest just to kind of remove the center pin and place it into the hole. Right. And then screw the center pin into position. All right. That's not going anywhere. Do the same thing on the other side. All right. Side panels like this. was easy. Other side. And the last piece is this right here. All right, I think we're good. Panels look good, everything looks tight. Nothing that's going anywhere. Now the vertically challenged can pull this tailgate down. Woo! All right, done deal. Hopefully that was helpful for you. If you have a 2018 to 2024 Subaru Crosstrek or Impreza hatchback, you can install this, right? This part is available for you. I'll put the link down below. I'll put the instructions down below, and you can do this on your own, easy peasy. I did this within a half hour. All right, so not that bad. You just need a couple parts, a couple $100, and then we're all good to go. So check you out on the next one. Peace.